before I start, I really would like to follow up on what you said regarding the how this fish, you know, you seem to think that it's cheap from China or Vietnam, but actually there is a technique. I'm a processor for this many years, and what they're really doing, and which I was asked many times to do it, is to add, call it SD, sodium, lipolate, phosphate on the product. And it could add up to 20% of the weight, and even the size, if you're particular about the size. And if you mentioned that after processing, there is a technique. But once you glaze it, you could glaze it as much as 3 times, and it will increase by 3%, 4%. In fact, fish that I'm buying from China, it is declared 10 kilos, but actually when we slap it off, it's only 8 kilos. So you would think at first that, okay, these are cheap products, but actually they're not. One example is the salmon, and I'm encouraging those importers here, say, we buy cheap products from China, salmon. But actually what we found out, that buying it, let's say from Norway, they're doing that thing, then when they sell it cheap, but you could go as low as probably net weight 80%. And one of my customers in Mexico, they want me to sell the tilapia. I said, how come our price is so high? I said, number one, we're 100% net weight. And why don't you do this? And he said that even in Mexico, they're allowing even 35% water, just the price. So I said, I get it. It's cheap. I mean, that's what we found out. This SD, scientists, it adds to the,
it's a chemical there of injecting the fish oil in the shrimp as well. The other people are actually injecting it. Now they've got a bath character. That's what you were saying. Oh my God. In the first place, why would they be sabotaging their fish supply that they work on? They're selling mushy fish. Okay? And everyone's going to know that they're doing it. You guys need to get a campaign. You really need to hire a PR firm all over the countries and say, stop the process. Anything like that has to be banned because it's anti-competitive. Also, all these restaurants that buy this stuff, they're thinking they're going to be serving, and maybe I'm calculating properly, but they think they're selling 8 ounces of fish and it ends up being 5.
How do you compare to now?
It's just water.
The additive.
It's
Again,
phosphate.
Again, we don't know how to affect your health. Okay, you're not meant to have these types of things, and especially if the chemical is petroleum-based. Okay, we're looking at petroleum-based lubricants as being suspect in several issues of autism and stuff like that. All of these things are not meant to be in our body and everything, but I find this process to be grossly anti-competitive, enormously anti-competitive. This is fraud, and
I mean, this should be banned.
this is something that should be taken to the UN. I mean, from that perspective.
Okay, let's have the speaker.
Sure.
In this presentation. Okay.
Just right at this point.
Yeah. You want to go up front? Maybe you can see better up front.
Here's a list. No, I don't have that. So I don't have the
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. Okay. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Arnulfo Singca. My company is Nika by the Sea, located inside the Clark Report Zone. My presentation today is regarding the production and export of seabass, and the effect of
Transfer this thing there so you don't have to hold on. Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. So it is the the production and export of CMAS and the effect of the if this one will be implemented with the help of the government, it will be a good program for the fisher folks and the coastal people in our country. Well, briefly, what we do, when I started in the 1990s, I was doing the mainstream products, which are black tigers, scallops, crab meat. Those are the big item mainstream products that we started. But due to the unsustained supply, it did not continue, prosper. So there is a question of sustainability. And as exporters and manufacturers, we keep on looking for products that has the volume and the pricing. It's very important, the pricing that you have to maintain, especially if you're going out there in the global market, that you have to have a competitive price, especially if you try to introduce a product and products already existing, you have to be lower than that in the market. So usually, if we can have my experience that if I have a big volume, I prefer something like 1 million pounds. If you go to big buyers, you can, and you have the price control. I could do it, let's say, in 1 year, just fix that point in the market and let the consumer, the buyers, see that on a regular basis. Especially us, the seafood we sell to supermarkets, we make sure that every time that the consumer is there, there is our product in the shelves, and the price is constant. And if ever is moving downwards, not upwards, So that's why I've been looking for products which has this kind of sustainability, and sustainability by itself is a business. If we can control the volume and the price movement, then I think you have a good product for a long period of time. But nonetheless, all throughout these years, without the mainstream products, we developed the Filipino products, which we call traditional Filipino products in our initial market, which was the USA. Then eventually it became in demand. So right now we're selling to Canada, the big market, Australia, New Zealand, Middle East, and we have talks with Israel, but pending our European Union accreditation. So that's what we do. But it's not it's not as attractive like what we used to during earlier years, like the black tigers, the scallops, the crab meat, because these kind of products have huge demand in the global market. So that's why I keep on looking for products that could have that kind of appeal in global market. One time, one of our friends, the ambassador of Norway, Ambassador Jansen, visited my plant, and he was telling me that he was telling me about their production of salmon. Salmon, they say, they produce 1.4 million metric tons a year with a revenue of 1 billion. So that is an amazing, figure if we can do that with something from the Philippines. And I checked that out. That was 2018, he said. Then 2017, they had 1.2 million metric tons. So there is an increase in that 1 year, and it's growing. Yeah, and I said, if we could have a product that kind of, maybe even near the proportion, this could be a game changer, not only for the industry, but also to those people involved in the coastal areas, a livelihood program. So, question, can we do it? Sure we can, because Norway took them almost 50 years. If you will check, they started 1970, cultivating this kind of the fish, salmon. So 50 years, almost 50 years, 1970, and it reached with this kind of proportion. If we will have that kind of fish, I don't think nowadays we will shorten it. So sea bass, I think, has that kind of appeal too in the global market besides the salmon. Because I checked with my other markets, they are interested. They are eating sea bass, and they are willing to order if we have. But unfortunately, we don't have the supply right now. Although it has been tried before, but some, I think, we're not successful in marketing, but not in production. So it could be done. So question is, how can we do it? How can we do this supply of sea bass? Well, there are two kinds of sea bass. One is what they call the Atlantic sea bass, and the other is the one that you could find and cultivated in the in the areas, countries like, I think, Netherlands, Turkey is the number one, I think, producer of that Atlantic sea bass, and the Greeks. And ours is what they call the Asian sea bass, the barumandi, or we call it paha. Before in Amapola, I think they call it pugan. It has been produced every year, way back. And sources of supply, I would say one is the wild caught, which we used to do before, and the second one is through aquaculture, which is the fish one, through brackish water, and the other one, and I would prefer what they call mariculture. I think that was already discussed by the speakers. Mariculture is placing fish cages in the open seas, to take advantage of the marine nutrients. It's an enclosed one, and that is what Norway is doing. These fish cages, and the size. We discussed the size of these fish cages, as recommended by Vifar. He said it should be 80 meters diameter with 6 meters depth, and that size could yield something like 20 tons. So 20 tons of 20 tons of seabass in only one cage. So, for me to start this, if I were to do this again and to have a volume in my export market, I would at least have 1 million pounds, and that is a good, that's a good volume to start and introduce in the market. 1 million pounds is something. It's not much of cages. You only need 22 cages. So it will be done. If we do, I said I would prepare the agriculture to get this as a source, these cages. And we have programs. During the past, prior to Secretary that, regarding the development of these cages. I think one of the programs is that they are giving out, or probably a soft loan, 300 fish cages per region. But I think it was put on hold because of the new secretary. But it's there. Before told me that they already started something like 500 fish cages already. But if that could be done, I mean 300 per region, that would be a good source of sea bass.
How much is it per cage?
Okay, let me go to the cost. Per cage, as per before, it would cost 1 million. The breakdown is, I think, 500 to 600 pesos for the, it's made of HDPE, high density polyethylene. It's a plastic. Then another 200, 300, something like that, depending on what kind of net you'll be using. It's around
200,000.
275, I think, for the local. If you want a more expensive that will last 5 years, it could go up to 400,000. So they get close to 1 million, including the moving, depending on where you will be setting up the fish cages. So say 1 million. No? So that's before that was a program that we did in the region. So, well, even if there's no program, I asked Land Bank that they can finance this kind of project. They call it the sustainability lending aquaculture lending program. So they will be giving something like they will be financing 80% of the cost with a guarantee by the government. And if it is a cooperative, the interest rate will be only 5%. But if a private individual, I think 7%. But they will be there. I think it's part of the new program right now. Now, if you have already, we're going to the production of these seabass. If you have already the cages, the next one is the fries, larvae. Right now, you can buy the fries from City. It costs something like 5 pesos per each, and that's good enough for the start of the production. Then the next one is the feeds. The feeds consist of 80% of the cost, 80%, and depending on how you formulate your feeds, that's where the price varies. But their recommendation is that buy those sardines, the cheap sardines from Zamboanga, then ship it here, then whatever your location is, then do that. And because this one, these are the natural food. This sardines is small fish, and the growth rate would be faster and there will be no issue on the pollution that during the course of the production. So that's the if you do commercial, that will be your cost. Now, the farm said that with all this commercial cost, the sea bass price, if you produce it, would be somewhere around 150 pesos per kilo, as per their computation. So, meaning with commercial feeds at the regular rate price, you will buy it from Sitec. I think there's another company who's selling it for private, then the cost of the fish cages, then that would be more or less that would be your cost per kilo of the sea bass. Now, I think that would be a sweeter deal if the government will get involved. First is that what they told you, they will bring back it's not a dollar program. They will bring back this program for the 300 cages to be, I guess, payable in 5 years, I was told, without interest. That would be a good one for everybody, especially those fisher folks who would like to get into this production. And second, the fries, it could be free. I found out that I was told that the park has 12 regional hatcheries all throughout the Philippines. And they, I don't know if it's a mandate, but they own brood stocks of different species. And one of them is the sea bass. And each brood stock of sea bass can spawn something like 1.2 million eggs, each one. So the station that I checked in Masinloc, Zambales, they call it the Technology Outreach Station of BIFAR, has this brood stock. And they say, if you can get an agreement with BIFAR, you can get this price for free. So, I mean, the 5 pesos that you would need to stock up for your price in production of sea bass would be free. Because for the size of this cage that I mentioned that they are recommending, which is 18 meters diameter and 6 meters in depth, it could hold 50,000 fries. So times 5, that's already 150,000. But with the arrangement with BIFAR, it could be free. So that's one.
How reliable are they?
Well, they said that I saw it. They got this brood stock, and all you need is just a MOA with the BIFAR, and they can do it. And we have these 12 regional hatcheries all around, so it could be done. It's just for, and I don't know. That's why I'm saying that I don't know if it's mandated, but they are given the budget to maintain this brood stock. So that's one cost that could be eliminated in the production if government would be involved. Now, the other cost is the fees, this 80%. Depending on the technique, they say you can lower it. BIFAR has a feed mill, not operation, I suppose, in Pagbilao. So I checked that, and yeah, it's a small one, but it could be used. If the government will help us here in this production, they can do lower the fields. And this would be a big help again. But there are techniques also. Some they're recommending is that what I mentioned about the trust base or sardines you want to get for a cheaper price. But if you're going already big volume, let's say 300 fish cages, I don't think those trust fish will be viable and feasible. You will need feeds to continuously, feed those cages. So
Cannot be supplied by the
Animal feed museum.
there is a you can buy those feeds commercially, but at a higher price. Let's say government will get involved and they want to get involved and help the fisher folk or stakeholders of this project. They could lower the price by maybe subsidizing it. Because I think most of the problems, especially as exporters, if we go out and sell our products, it's always they say, how come your price is always higher than, let's say, for Swiss? You're higher than Thailand. You're higher than even South America, Ecuador. I guess the culprit here is I was told that they're subsidized, in the fees. So if government can get involved, because they're the ones who can probably remove the taxes or something in the production of this. So it could go down, and this could be a lowering of our costs. And even the price, it will be, since they have all of this in those regional offices, the price it will be given for free. Then that will bring that down the cost. And
It's because government is not such a dependable partner in business. What are the prospects of doing this private sector?
On the private sector, you mentioned already that the cost is 150. So you will buy the fries from those things. And there are other companies who are selling this price. But you have to serve. Because it takes maybe 4 or 5 days to rear it to the size that's needed for starting production. And the commercial feeds, it's available. So 150, I mean that's still a good price. It's only $3 for the cost, no? And if I were to buy it, probably I'll $4. Then I think I can sell it in my market at a good price also.
The inoperative feed mill in Pagbilao, what does it mean to the private sector to take that over and run it?
That I have not asked about that. To take over, probably they could upgrade it. I think they will be willing to cooperate with that if that is necessary. And if they see that this project will has the opportunity of big as if we look at our model Norway, if they could produce 1.4 million metric tons with 1 billion sales, that's a lot of money. I mean, your stakeholders will be more on the coastal areas. We will be empowering these people with lots of income. So,
Unfortunately, Norway is naturally protected because of their fjords against inclement weather. Here we're talking about open seas.
They've been doing this for quite a while. In fact, my supplier, I was inviting him here, my supplier of Bangus from Suwan, they've been doing that for many years. I think he inherited that business from his father. And in Suwan alone, for only Memphis, they have 1,000 fish cages in that area. So it could be that they're doing it.
That's what I was.
Well, only for Bangus. But this one, that's why he was saying that see if you have the price and we could try the sea bass. So, they say it's 6 months. It's 6 months. So that is if you feed them, the right way, because it's more sea bass compared to baluses. You need higher protein because they're carnivorous. So if you don't feed them, they're aggressive fish. They will eat no, they will be unless they're already a certain size, because the mouth is not really enough to swallow.
How offshore are these fish cages? Fish cages are
How
offshore.
the one with it's around 15 meters. Yeah. So from the
Shore line.
oh, there some would be I think the other one is 7 meters. So how many meters that from shore? It has to be in the open seas, something in the mouth of the so that you will take advantage of the undercurrent, so not to pollute the you know when you're feeding it. I think that's the beauty of these cages. And Norway has been doing this, and that is that's why they're doing this production. And you would imagine 1.4 million metric tons for this many. Okay, sorry about that. So, just imagine that 1.4 million metric tons that they're doing. And I was not able to find out how many fish cages there are in Norway to produce that 1.4 million metric tons.
Don't they know there are pollution problem there?
Eventually that will be an issue, but because of the effluence of those fish cages will take its toll after a while. But I think they're addressing that. So that's one source of producing the sea bass, which has been done before. I know one company prior to 2007, they were producing sea bass around 100 metric tons a year. They stopped because the time there was no market for that kind of volume. But that was 2007. But now it's different. In fact, I was fortunate to be part of President Duterte's delegation in Russia last October. And during the business forum, after the speech of the Vice President of Moscow Chamber of Commerce, I said, I have this fish. And I said, what kind of fish? I said, milk fish. And because during the IPEX of April last year, during the show, one Russian company approached me and was interested in buying the milk fish. So I said, but you cannot, she told me, you cannot sell unless you're accredited by the Russian authority. Okay, so that's what I mentioned to the Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce, milk fish. And he said, what else? He said, we have the sea bass. And you have the sea bass? But make sure if you sell, you have the volume to do that, because we're big here in Moscow. So the market is acceptable, and we have an established market. And I think China too will be interested in this kind of product. And then, it's established that we have this kind of demand out there. And since sea bass is one of those fish that could, it might not equal the appeal of salmon, but it's up there. It will be, unlike our bangus, it's limited to the Filipino community or Asian community. So, if I were to buy this sea bass, there is already. So if it's, I would assume it's 150 per kilo, I can buy it for 150. Just imagine how much, how much income the fisher folks or whoever are stakeholders in this venture will be making.
That's 250 per kilo.
If you will look at the internet, price ranges if you sell sea bass, it ranges. It's across the board. For Asian sea bass, it's priced, I don't know if they're reliable, between $2 to $6. And comparing to the Atlantic sea bass, which is raised in Netherlands, Chile, Greece, they range at an average of $10 per kilo. So there's price But I tasted that it's the same as our Asian sea bass. So, meaning if the price would be, if I can buy them for 200, 250, that's not including, it would go lower, the cost would go lower, the government will get involved. So it probably will cost if, without if we could get them to supply, the government would supply the price, that would be no cost for price. And the fees, that would be a lower price. And just imagine how much that income would be for the stakeholders in this project. So, I mean, that's one source. If you want to develop the production side of the sea bass, it's possible. They've done it, either aquaculture and mariculture. Having this kind of volume, I think it's a controlled one, but with cost. Now, there's other way of probably we could get supply flow, and this is the wire. Right now, if you go to the wire and try to fish sea bass, it's probably 0%. But with the initiative of, I think this was discussed by Viejo, the speaker of the Department of Agriculture, there is what they call the initiative of sea ranching. Let me read. One time I was going over the, watching TV, and I chanced upon a documentary regarding salmon in the U.S. And this organization, they spawn something like 128 million eggs of salmon a year. Then they rear, they nurture until it is in the size of what they call juvenile. That must be 2 inches, long. And after that, they release it to the Pacific Ocean. Every year they do that, and they say they increase hatch from between 10,000 to 20,000 metric tons a year, besides the natural catch of the salmon. If sea ranching could be done here with sea bass, not only with sea bass, with other species. They're saying that it is a recruitment of this species and put it in a defined area where there are food, certain months of the year. That would be something that can be developed, and it will, it can source bigger volume of catch. Just imagine this, if we can put all of this species, to our bays or lakes or mangroves, then we can have this sea bass for free. Fishing, there might be a lower cost. Instead of doing mariculture, we have cost involved. And the beauty also of the sea ranching is that we can also introduce other fish species, like other aquatic fishes, like what we did earlier in our Main Street products during the 1990s. They said they could introduce the scallops, certain area, the crabs, the blue crabs, even the shrimps. And also part of the sea ranching is there is if you will combine all of this, there is a symbiosis, a biotic relationship between the species, which could improve the water quality. You can also include seaweeds to filter the water, and those maybe oysters that could take care of the pollutants pollutants in the seawaters. And
Yeah, I know this already in your conclusion, no? But how do you get the local fishermen now to switch to sea bass? Or what do they-
well, there is, I heard that there are a lot of cooperatives in most of our coastal areas. If they can be given this opportunity, like if we continue the 300 cages program of previous secretary, that could be the start. Then the fries would be available to them. That would be another incentive for them, and the fees. So this, given this three things you need, I think we can start something in the coastal area.
This cannot be done in private sector.
Things-
Sometimes the government is not so reliable.
Yes, as mentioned, there is the commercial counterpart. You can buy the fries, it's already, from Deck, and there are other companies who sell the fries of Sibas. Then the feeds is commercially available. So it's there. But what I'm saying is that if you want to involve the fisher folks and some people from the coastal area, then it would be viable. I mean, that would be something that we could help uplift the living conditions in especially in the islands, in our country.
You have a model, a pilot project.
We are now. I was talking to before. 3 days was last week, and we might. It started in black and white that we will start just one fish cage in Masinloc, Zambales. They will take care of the fish cage. They will take care of the fries, the labor, technology, and I will just pay for the fees, and of course buy the product. So we'll start this sometime in April. That is the breeding season. So maybe given 6 months, we can have a good, better picture of this one. And because this has been done already before, no? It's not something new.
Has it been tested with the typhoons?
As I
Especially
said,
with the cage?
yeah, as I said, Missionaries area, they're big in the production of milk. They've been there for many years. And even the Hagunoy, Bulacan, they've been doing the fish cages. And all of these typhoons, we've experienced that. And it's still there. So when you said how far is it from the, I guess, with the mooring and everything of the fish cages, I don't think it will greatly affect the even typhoon times.
Can you make your conclusion so we can get the two questions
Oh,
answered? Do you have anything else?
Okay, that's finally, okay. With this production that we have, it will involve the coastal area. There are many times that during the forum, fishermen are requesting for landing area where they could, sell their fish, and they're also clamoring for cold storage and ice maker. If we could do that in all of these places where we have, this fish cages, and even those lakes or seashores where we could do the sea ranching, then this would be a great help also in terms of the proximity. Once you harvest the product, and it will affect it will be a good quality product because it's the proximity from source to processing area. Then it can employ people. Then like one time, one director of the was telling me that in their area, I think this is the legal trade, he said, I have 100 metric tons of galunggong here not being caught because no one is doing it. And he was requesting for a the fishing company to come in. But that's against the rule, the law, because we are only, there is a mandate that you're only allowed 16 meters out. No. Now, if you put landing area, cold storage, and all those equipment for processing, even I could stand there and buy this fish on a daily basis. I don't think that 100 metric tons would sit there for 1 month. So I think we need that. If we have this kind of production that we could foresee that it's going, we have to put something like that for processing, for to make the quality of the fish, good product. So I guess that's my presentation, and thank you for allowing me to.
Okay, round of applause. Let me open the floor to